Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. Today we will be covering the spine and the covers of two altered books that I have created. I don't have a lot of fabric hanging around my house, but I do have this, and actually this is some fabric that my sister gave me, and I think it will work out great for the spine of the book. First thing I am doing is measuring the fabric so I know what length it needs to be for the spine, and I'm using a red pen to mark it. I will be cutting just inside of my marks, and that way obviously the red pen mark won't show. Now that I have finished cutting the first one, and it's the size that I want, I'm going to use that as a template to cut the second one. Before I adhere them to the spine of the book, I want to give them a little extra sparkle. So I am going to use some gold paint and some metallic paint and add that to the designs that are already on this fabric. To do this, I am not using fabric paint, I am simply using craft paint. On top of my mat, I have a piece of wax paper, and I'm just simply using that to protect my mat. And not only to protect it from paint, but I also use wax paper when I'm gluing projects, and it just helps to keep my mat clean. I have all the gold finished on each piece, so now I'm going to be adding the metallic to each piece. Alright, those have been painted, and now the first one is dry. It dried while I was working on the second one. So I am going to go ahead and adhere that to the first book, and I will be using Fabri-Tac to do that. I apologize that the book is partially out of frame. What I'm doing now is I'm just using a pair of scissors to press the fabric into the adhesive. The top of the spine is done, so now I'm going to adhere the sides down. Again, I'm using Fabri-Tac, and I'm just using a small bead of that. Following the shape of a book spine, there's like that little divot in there where the cover obviously has to open. So I always make sure to press my fabric down in that divot so that there's no air pockets in there. So far so good, so now I am going to do the other side. Now it's time to have a different kind of fun. I have decided that I'm going to use decoupage and basically collage to do the covers of this book. Now I want to tell you, I actually really like the covers that are on this book, but it doesn't really go with a pirate theme. So that's why I'm covering them. Otherwise I would have left them. I think they're pretty cool. I have prepped some scraps, and now I will begin using my Mod Podge and adhering them on. My scrap pieces that I'm using are relatively small, so I'm going to use a relatively small paintbrush to put the Mod Podge on the back of the paper and then place it on the book. While I'm working, I just wanted to say I hope everybody is doing well. And it's, I live in Florida, and it's warming up down here. We are in the upper 80s. I think it hit 91 yesterday, and the humidity is coming back strong. So it's definitely starting to feel like summer, and I don't really like the summer because it's too hot for me. But it is what it is. So I'm not at a place where I can pick up and move at this point. So just kind of have to deal with that. But at any rate, I hope everybody's doing great. I wanted to let you know that this is a 3-part series, and the other 2 parts will be flip-throughs of each book. they are not the same on the inside. So that's why I figured I would do 2 different videos, one for each flip through. Hey, I wanted to tell you that if you're not a subscriber, I hope that you will become a subscriber. That would be awesome. And also, if you like this video, smash that like button. That would be awesome also. I have an Instagram page if you'd like to catch me there. I also have a Facebook page, not a lot of traffic on it, which I'm fine with. But if you're into Facebook and you wanted to follow me on that platform, you could look up Creating with Jovi. I have some pictures coming up of our finished product. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.